Hey, in this episode of Zippity's Garage, we're going to take a closer look at the C8.R Corvette Special Editions. So stick around. Hey, welcome inside Zippity's Garage. Thanks for pushing that play button. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jeff Zippity Doodah, and this YouTube channel and Instagram channel is dedicated to the fun and games associated with being an automotive enthusiast. So if that sounds something that's interesting to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and follow me over on Instagram as well. So like I said in that introduction, we're going to take a closer look at these two new special edition C8 Corvettes known as the C8.R editions. And they are done to commemorate the number 3 racing Corvette and the number 4 racing Corvette. And they're done up in yellow, Accelerate yellow, and the new Hypersonic gray, which is a new color for 2022. So we get a chance to take a look at these things inside and outside, walk around them, and we talk about some of the customer selectable options. Most of the special edition Corvettes in Corvette history, there really weren't a lot of options, but with the C8, you can certainly option out these cars any way you like, and that is certainly the case with these new special edition Corvettes. And speaking of special edition Corvettes, one of the great pieces to really talk about and I guess document all the different special editions over the years is from a friend of mine, Keith Cornett. You may know Keith as the Corvette blogger, but if you take a look here, you can see he put out a book that talks about all the different special editions. And I'll put a link in the description below as to where you can purchase it, Amazon, National Corvette Museum, and so forth. But it is from Keith Cornett called Corvette Special Editions. I love it because, quite frankly, there's this really cool photograph of the 04 commemorative edition, and that's my car right there. This was taken back at one of the Corvette caravans, and it's a really, really cool photograph. Here's the 14 in color, but the book's great. It talks about all the different special editions. Ron Fellows, you got a Victory Edition, Will Cooksey. It goes on and on, talks about all the different cars, all the way up to the C7. Great color photography, talks about some of the history behind the Jake emblem and so forth. So think about checking it out. It's a really, really cool book. Like I said, here's the table of contents, talks about anniversary Corvettes, Indy Pace cars, commemorative and tribute, special edition, limited production Corvettes, and then some dealers, tuners, and third parties. So really, really cool book. And like many of the Corvettes in the past, these C8.R Corvettes, they are quote-unquote sticker packages, appearance packages. But like many of these Corvettes that are in this book, they have aged very well, and I anticipate that's going to be the case with these new C8.R editions. So with that said, let's jump in the car. We'll head down to Atlantic City, and we'll check out these new C8.R edition Corvettes. All right, guys, Zippity's Garage out on location again, getting out and about. We're down again at Sioka Corvettes in Atlantic City, and got a real special treat for us today. Take a look what's behind me. We saw these out at Corvettes at Carlisle, but these are now in the dealership. So you've got the C8.R editions in Accelerate yellow, which commemorates Corvette number 3, and then the Hypersonic gray, which commemorates Corvette number 4, C8.R number 4. So both of these are beautiful, beautiful cars. For the most part, they are spec'd out very, very similar. You can do it as a coupe or as a convertible, but customer selectable options, are somewhat limited. They all pretty much come fully loaded. They're 3 LTs, Z51 cars, and where you can get into a little bit of customization is what you're doing on the interior and as far as the appearance is concerned. For example, I'll show you on the yellow car because it contrasts a little bit better. You have the carbon fiber side skirts. You have the carbon fiber front splitter on the car. You can also opt it for the engine cover. If it's a coupe, you can do the engine cover and you can do the engine appearance package. If it is a convertible, the options, obviously you're not going to do an engine appearance because you can't see the engine, but on the convertible, you can do the carbon flash nacelles. And then the other items that you can add the competition seats on the interior. You can add in the carbon fiber dash trim. So let me know in the comment sections below, guys. What do you like better? Do you like the Accelerate Yellow, or do you like the Hypersonic Gray? This is really, I'm really liking this gray. Reminds me a lot of the gray that was the last gray that was in the C7 generation. And I had mentioned the interiors. Let's take a closer look, guys. So they both come with the cool sky gray with the strike yellow accents, yellow seat belts. These both particular cars have the carbon fiber surround on the instrument panel. So you get the carbon fiber there on the adjustment. You get it here on the door panel. You can see the yellow stitching throughout along the door, yellow stitching along the dash. And then obviously once you get up into the headliner as well, beautiful, beautiful yellow stitching up there. And then obviously on the steering wheel as well. So this is the GT2 seat. You can option it with the competition seat if you like. That's one of the customer selectable options. But Coupe looks great in the yellow with all of the C8.R insignias. Let me know what you think of the yellow. Let's take a closer look at the gray one now, guys. Same wheel, the black Spectra gray wheel, carbon fiber on the front, carbon fiber side skirts, carbon flash on the mirror and on the boomerang. Let's take a closer look inside. So again, cool sky gray with the yellow accents, yellow belt, carbon fiber interior package on the instrument panel and so forth. Let the camera readjust for the headliner. You get your yellow stitching up there. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. And like I'd mentioned in the introduction, guys, the book by Keith Cornett, Corvette Special Editions, this would certainly fit into the Special Editions book that he put out. I know some folks, I won't say take issue, but it's an appearance package, big deal. Well, just about every Corvette Special Edition has been an appearance package. Maybe the 96 Grand Sport, you can make an argument that had some additional power, but you could get an LT4 in almost any 96 Corvette. So back to 78, when they did the Pace Car Edition, that was a sticker package, no performance changes. So the nice thing about these appearance packages is they tend to age very well. You look at, say, like from the C7, the Carbon 65 car. That is very, that seems to be a sought-after vehicle right now. C5 generation, you have the Anniversary Edition from 03. You have my car, the 04 Commemorative Edition Z06. Both have aged very, very well. And not saying they pull a premium, but there is a buyer that's looking for those particular cars. C6s, you've got the 427 60th anniversary car, you've got the Centennial Edition, so there's plenty of special edition cars out there, and I think both of these C8.R tributes fit well into the special edition cars. And remember, and this General Motors did a C7R edition, and they also did a C6R, if I'm not mistaken. But I definitely know they did the C7R. So very well done. Let me know in the comment sections below, guys, which you prefer, the new gray or the Accelerate Yellow. The difference in price point is about $500, and that's for the paint premium on this particular car, because the yellow does have a premium price as far as the paint is concerned. So again, thank you to the Ciocca family for allowing me to come down and document these two cars. And pretty stinking cool. So we're going to take another walk around the Accelerate Yellow C8R, give you a little bit more in-depth look at some of the different colors and what's on here. So you've got the brake caliper with the Z51 insignia. That's one way to tell that the car is a Z51 car. Obviously you go with the wing as well, but you can install that wing without being a Z51 car. Corvette Racing center cap with the Jake emblem. You can take a look at the decal on the side for the C8R edition. You've got your black or carbon flash nacelles, but then you've got the carbon fiber side skirt, which really shows up well here. You can see the color contrast, and that runs down the entire vehicle. And then on the mirror, again, carbon flash on the mirror cap. But then on the front, you're going to see carbon fiber on the front splitter. You can also see that this is carbon flash. In some vehicles you can do that as body color, but in these particular cars they are set up as carbon flash. You've got your black emblem, which ties in to the stripe. Again, that emblem can be done in a chrome in other Corvettes, not necessarily the C8R. And then you've got, like I said, yellow stitching throughout. And that yellow really pays tribute to the Corvette Racing team. So let's go take a look at that carbon fiber that's on the Hypersonic gray car. Again, looks good. Black emblem here. Coincides with that yellow stripe. And again, here's the same brake calipers, yellow Z51 emblem, black Spectra gray wheel, Jake center cap, and then that side skirt that runs down the entire car. Into the C8R edition, carbon flash on the boomerang. And that cool sky gray with yellow interior, yellow stitching throughout here. And again, a customer spec carbon fiber surround. You can spec it with the different seats. You can spec it with the carbon fiber engine appearance, which is on this car, as well as the engine cover. On the convertible, you're able to spec it with the black nacelles if you desire. Or carbon flash, I should say. But again, a very, very well done tribute to Corvette Racing. Well done, General Motors. Okay, guys, so that kind of wraps up this episode of Zippity's Garage. Just a short, quick down to Ciocca Corvettes in Atlantic City. And thank you to the Ciocca team, the Ciocca family, all the sales reps here for allowing me to come down and cover these two C8R editions. Both very special vehicles in the history of the Special Edition Corvettes. And with that said, I'll put a link in the description below as to where you can pick up Keith Cornett's Corvette book called Corvette Special Editions. These would make perfect examples of cars to cover in that book. And well done to the Team Chevrolet, Team Corvette for putting these things out. They are absolutely gorgeous vehicles. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing, give the video a thumbs up. Follow me over on Instagram as well, because there's more fun and games to come out of Zippity's Garage. Thanks, guys.